Panasaur. And Aaron, everybody else, this is my third channel in a row. I just made a new one tonight. And if you guys find my channel, well, you guys are awesome. And this is my first video on my new channel. Look it up now. And, you know, oh shit. That's not good. Okay, sorry, I wasn't focused. There goes my brother, look always, being retarded. And I will not make any more Mario Bros. Series. And if Mario's right there, I'm gonna freaking kill him.
Hello everybody, me Mario. The same thing with Elmo's tapping and stuff, that's gonna be over with. Alex is gonna make some live Bible videos. And this time he's actually gonna try hard. We're gonna add the Batcave in this.
Batman.
First series is gonna be for Batman. Then we're gonna come up next. And today's gonna be the Luigi Show. It's gonna be all the Luigi Show.
I can't wait until this.
Jesus, that's what I sounded like 10 years to 11 years ago on your channel?
Yeah, Mario, that's what you sounded like, man.
What the hell is Louie doing in the background?
I don't know, man. Just being himself. I didn't think I was gonna show, like, somewhat of my old house.
Here is a special trailer of the Batcave, buddy. Special trailer.
Wow. All that stuff, man. Man, dude. Like, I gotta go back in time. We gotta talk about all this, dude. Because I was sitting at my desk, you know, just sitting here watching YouTube as usual, and I remembered something, like, oh snap, it's February today, or it's February today, or like, it's been February for 12 days, and I haven't made a my experience or something special to celebrate me doing YouTube for over 11 years, man. Like, what you guys just watched for the first minute of that was me when I was, I'm 23 now, so 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. I was 12 years old when making some of my first stuff. Alright? 12 years old. I had a dream. 12 years old. At 12 years old, I had a dream where I wanted to become a big YouTuber. Because being a YouTuber for me, 11, 12 years ago was, that was what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the next Tobuscus. I wanted to be the next PewDiePie. I wanted to be the next, big media influencer. A big social media guy. A guy that just, kicks back and be's really cool with his audience. That's all I've ever wanted to be on the platform, and, what do I have to show for it 11 years later, other than my billions of channels I've made, from Alex Panasaur Vlogs, or Alex's Five Nights at Freddy's channel, or the Gamer Pack of Panasaur 1 and 2, or Albuscus Panasaur, and, Alex Panasaur Talks, or my, just all the channels I've created or been a part of in the last 11 years. It really means something to me, this is like, the one thing that I have stuck to for so long, despite all of my, shortcomings or all of my really good moments, my bad moments. This is like, because in my entire life, I, I never was known for sticking to things. I was known for kind of moving things along a lot. Just living my life, playing with my toys, doing things when, mom and dad asked me to sometimes, or just doing what I wanted to do in my room. AKA, again, play with my plushies, play with my toys. I play video games sometimes, but, like, that was sometimes. That wasn't, like, all the time I would be doing that. I would be mainly playing with my plushies like Mario. Hence why Luigi's Wacky Adventures, is on the page now, and all this other sort of stuff's on the page from stuff I've done, like, 11 years ago, or stuff I still do today in some way, shape, or form. Because of that, I kind of want to do Luigi's Wacky Adventures today because of that. I want to do, like, a new episode dedicated to our past and how much we've changed as people, because 11 years of doing something for me, Arekkusu TM, that means a lot. That really means a lot to me, that I actually can show myself 10 years later. I wish I could have a conversation with 12-year-old me, to be honest. I wish I could have a conversation with him. We sit down in a room together and, we just talk things out, what I can tell him to look forward to, what I can tell him to not avoid, but what I can tell him to really do, like in terms of YouTube at the time. But I don't know, just looking back at those videos, my bad, I'm getting scrambled brained, because every time I do like an anniversary or a celebration like that, I get scrambled brained. I don't really think clearly, or I mean, I think clearly, but I don't, it's just a wave of emotions hitting me every single time I see my older self. But happy birthday, Aaron, by the way. I need to share this on Discord, my bad, hold on. Oh my goodness, I forgot to share this on Discord, my bad for not doing that. But, it's like, dude, I would tell so many stories to myself, like what happens to me. Dude, those videos were being made because I remember back before, 11 years ago when I was watching YouTube around that time. That was like 2014. I was watching YouTube since like 2012, 2011, 2010. I wasn't making videos like 15 years ago, like when everyone else started or a good chunk of people started. I was making videos, a little bit after that, obviously, like 2014 when I really wanted to make videos. And you can see by looking at those Alex Panisar videos, like all my older stuff, that I had a real passion for it, YouTube, out of everything in my entire life, has probably been, has been the thing that I've been the most passionate about in my entire life. Like, more than obviously, like, anything I've ever done, YouTube is probably the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, arguably. I got Warrior World on my email. That's what's up, Jeremiah. I think I saw the comment earlier, and I think I replied to it. I'm not sure. If I didn't, I didn't. But that's what's up. Fifth and final channel. And stop. No, I have way more than 5, my dude. Way more than 5. This is probably my 12th to 13th YouTube channel I've started. So this isn't like, this is far from 5, my friend. This is far from the 5th. But, oh man, I would love to tell him, like, all the good stuff, that I've been through, like, all the people I met along the way, like, you guys, like Aaron, Jeremiah. Like, I would love to tell him about how I met Chris, like, because, like, little did you guys know, like, later in 2014 is when I would meet Chris, aka Rene YT. I think it was around March or April or May of that year I met Chris. So that was what you guys just watched in the beginning of this was like February of that year, like very early on that year. And I know I said in that video this was my third channel. It's because I had channels even before that, but they all predate, at least to my knowledge, they all predate to like 2014, 2013. Around there, around those eras of my life. But dude, I would tell him, I would try my best. I mean, I would want him to figure, like, if I was able to talk to myself from then, you know, I mean, he'd definitely see me and tell me I've learned a lot, you know, being 23. But I feel like the questions he would ask me would be like, did we make it? You know, and that's a question I think frequently, you know, and because, you know, I do YouTube because I want to, but I also, you know, have that little me in the back of my head sometimes just thinking, like, what would me, like a younger me, think of, you know, on my YouTube journey? Would he think my YouTube journey was a fluke? Would he appreciate, would he respect what we've done in the past 11 years? I mean, I look back at that video style that I've done 11 years ago, and nowadays I'm trying my best to it's either I'm doing my best to replicate it or just bringing it back. I would say I'm bringing it back and then expanding upon that said idea I had 11 years ago. I wouldn't say I'm straight up ripping it off, but I'm basically just doing that, like, again, but I've expanded it so much more into a wider audience than ever before. I think my past self would not only ask, are we, like, successful? Are we making millions of dollars? Are we, like, have we met, like, hundreds of thousands of people? Have we entertained millions? Have we entertained thousands? Like, are we funny? Do we have a group of friends that we can call friends? Do we have, like, a lot of these things? And, you know, I would probably answer him, you know, aka my past self in this instance. That's why I'm saying it's him, because, you know, obviously I ain't really him anymore, but I would tell him we didn't really become, like, omega successful, like, in terms of having, like, 1 million subscribers. JT, welcome back. We didn't get to 1 million subscribers. We're not making millions upon millions of dollars. You know, just recently we started making money, you know what I mean? Just pretty recently we started making money, and, I have never really been, like, over a few thousand subscribers at best, you know? Like, this is definitely the most subscribed YouTube channel I've ever had, you know, in the history of my years doing the platform. So, no, we didn't become millionaires, and we didn't, become stupid, you know, stupid popular people on the platform. That's what I would tell them. But honestly, I would say happy 11 years, congratulations. Hey, thanks guys, thank you, appreciate that. Also, it's Aaron's birthday today, so say happy birthday to my man's Aaron in here. What's your oldest channel? My oldest channel is gone now. I think it was either the Gamer Pac-Man Panasar, the one I started, the original, which is completely gone now. It's wiped. It's been wiped from YouTube for a very long time. And then Albuscus Panasar might be my runner-up. And then I made that Alex Panasar channel a little bit, like a smidge earlier than one of those two channels. But those other two channels are gone now. And I can tell you because one of them was copyright. Albuscus Panasar is still here. But the Gamer Pac-Man Panasar was due to copyright and a lot of other things is why that channel's been taken down. You know, it was like copyrighted amongst tons of other things. Even though I really would have loved it if all of it was on one big channel. So I can go back 11, 12 years of starting things and all that. We can have a whole thing. But anyways, I digress. Other things I would like to tell him is a lot of the bad stuff, like, that I do run into. Like, I don't know what type of questions he would ask me other than, like, obviously the stuff about YouTube, but, I don't know if he would ask, like, is mom proud of our channel or is dad proud of our channel or something. I'm not sure if he would ask that. You know, like how are we with Louis, you know, or something. Like, did we make like a big, the questions I would probably try. I don't know. Like, I have an idea of what I would ask myself, like if I was in past me shoes, and then I would ask her and me. But I would tell him a lot. I would tell him so many things. I would tell him, bro, just keep on doing you. This is probably the thing I would probably tell him, right? I would tell him, brother, you're going to have one crazy YouTube journey. There's going to be so many ups and downs for you. Like the Anna Rhyme situation, the small fallout I had with Buy-In, the small fallout you have with Renee YT, you know, your faith in God, like you do a little bit more with that, you know, well, you do more with that. You do the Anna Rhyme saga, like I mentioned, you're gonna go through that. I won't go into detail, but you've went through so many things, like so many copyright related things, like copyright. You know, you learn a lot on your journey. All right, you learn not to use other people's content and re-upload it like on your channel as if it was your own. You learn all that through, you know, trial and error on YouTube. Little me, you learn so much. And you go through so much, and you make so many great friends along the way. Sure, we didn't become millionaires or rich folk by doing YouTube, but we've learned so much along the way. Like in our lives creating content, and outside of our lives creating content, we've learned so much. I mean, shit, you love snapbacks now. I mean, as one of your favorite styles of hat that you wear, like almost every My Experience video now for some reason. You love snapbacks. You don't have a girlfriend because relationships in this day and age for us, I mean, how we feel about that type of stuff. There are people that are going to like you like that, but you never really go through with any of it because, you know, you would much rather just work on yourself before you even dive somewhat even remotely close into those, you know. You know what? Another one I think he'd probably ask is my anger issues. Like, did our anger issues ever get any better? And you know what? I would tell him, I would say, yeah, you know what? They have gotten better. Sure, you definitely have your moments with destructive tendencies by breaking a lot of video game discs and breaking Wiimotes and nunchucks and stuff. You've had your era with that, but it doesn't really, like, fully define who you are as a person, if I was to say. It's just a part of you, you know, and you just gotta take that piece with you, even if you don't like it. You just gotta take that piece with you and walk along the road with it. You know, other me. You just gotta do that. It's kind of like a message to younger me. What was the Anna Rhymes thing? Just to sum it up. A chick that really hated me, that really tried to ruin me, and did a lot of things to try and do that. Like, take my videos and do, like, robotic face and make me say things I never have said a day in my life. Tried to call me things that I've never done or are in life. And tried to say she had a relationship with me when, no the fuck you did not. But, like I said, Anna Rhyme's a whole thing, and if past me dealt with that, holy shit, he would have dealt with it very differently from how I would have. But, nowadays, if I ever get that type of shit, you're off the page immediately, because that did leave a significant impact on me. A real impact. I can't even... I'm eating the lemon pez right now when making this, but yeah, I went through that, and you know, obviously it hasn't happened again, but I can't tell the future, so, but they're doing this thing for 11 years, you know, taught me a lot of things, you know, like I mentioned earlier. It taught me not to steal people's content. It taught me what is copyright, what is copyrighted, and what isn't copyrighted. what is and what isn't allowed on the platform. YouTube taught me how to make friends. YouTube taught me how to interact with people online, like good and bad. YouTube taught me and allowed me to experience so many things that when we hit 12 years doing this platform, I would love to say to myself from a year from now, whatever you experience, like obviously later this year, or not later this year in 2025, but in 2026 and 2027, whenever you watch this again, thank you for constantly, continuing this YouTube thing. Even though you're not the biggest guy on the platform, you're one of the smallest guys on the platform. And, thank you for always kind of being on the platform, entertaining hundreds of people, or even if it isn't hundreds of people on a regular basis. But thank you for, Dachi, that's a great question. I'm actually going to mention that here. But thank you, thank you, me from the past, for even coming up with this, because I would not have met so many people if it wasn't for me doing this. I would have been bored. Like, there would have been so many days where I felt like I would have been bored if I wasn't doing YouTube. I would have, like, right now, I realized I would have literally almost no friends if I didn't do YouTube or anything of the sort. Like, every single time I think about that, I realize that, and I'm so grateful for what I have. I'm so grateful for deciding to push on doing YouTube for so long and so many years and not really giving up, even though I don't make thousands of views or thousands of bucks on a regular basis. I make like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 cents like every other week or every other day. Just thank you. Thank you for staying here. Thank you for sticking by this. This is the thing you stuck by the most in your entire life, and I hope whatever I do from this point onward, because I can't tell the future, if you find a job or whatever outside of this, I hope, all things go well, or something. I don't know. I don't know what I can do, but, and just thank you for those that constantly watch me and, support me and give me the extra for me just to continue doing this shit, man. Thank you. But, Dachi, to answer your question, I have a question for you, Alex. What do you say for people that want to do YouTube? For people that want to do YouTube genuinely? Good question. Because I feel like whenever you start YouTube, it becomes completely different. Like, the more the platform changes. You know what I mean? Like, for example, back in like 2011, 2010, when the platform started, I can't remember when the platform started, maybe 2009, 2008, something like that, right? I can't remember the exact year, but it started somewhere then, right? If you ask someone back in 2009 what they would think about what should they do when they start YouTube, they would tell you, dude, just get on. Or 2005, that's when it started? Okay, 2005. So, like, 2005, let's go, like, 2005 onward. They'd probably tell you to get your ass on the platform and just be yourself, because it's all about broadcasting yourself, especially back then. Nowadays, it's way more corporate YouTube. It's way more about the business side of things, way more about business than it's ever been about fun, creating stuff. Though I represent, me creating fun and me being fun, never really all that serious. Well, I have tons of serious moments, but it's like, I don't know, taking YouTube to a business level where I have a whole business and I have a bunch of people, like, relying on, like, the business's check to keep going. It's a little ridiculous, in my opinion. I've always liked it best back in my day when creating YouTube. But if you want to genuinely start doing YouTube, I would want to, like, oh god, it's a tough question because I answer it differently every time. For someone that wants to start YouTube in 2024, knowing all these things, I would definitely do your research. Like, if you want to know the in and outs of how to do YouTube, you want to be omega successful, you want to buy all this equipment and be successful going into it, I would most definitely recommend you watch tons of videos on how to be successful and replicate the energy or replicate the things that they are telling you to do, for that, so your channel can succeed in ways my channel did not, right? And that's what I would say, how to really start YouTube in 2024, or 2025, my bad. I keep saying 2024 since I'm so used to 2024, not 2025 yet, but you get it. For 2025, yeah, that's how I would say. It's like a mix, right? It would be like, look up everything, but also don't look up everything. Because I remember in one of my experience videos, my experience with people teaching you the ropes on YouTube or something, or why videos like that annoy the fuck out of me. I remember I said, it's definitely cool to watch those videos, but, fuck. It's like I said, watch those things, but also don't watch those things, because this is why I say that, right? Because sometimes if you want to experience YouTube, right, I feel like experiencing yourself and not just fully or 100% basing it off of how other people got successful on the platform and having your own successes or having your own experience doing it yourself, not really looking into it. It's like YouTube becomes ultimately more fun that way because you discover what you can do on your own, because that's how I did YouTube. I discovered all this stuff by watching YouTubers, but also not watching YouTubers, by doing all these mistakes, all these things myself, like, I would go with the be yourself route of old. Yeah, that's because it wasn't really all that, right? Well, it wasn't really all that, not difficult. It's just basically being myself. Also, my second question is not, okay, hold on. My second question is not to change yourself and be yourself on YouTube. Plus, love yourself, because viewers are smart. You can't change yourself. I would argue against that. You definitely can change yourself if you allow yourself to change yourself, right? And it's a good change. That's what I would say. You can definitely change who you are, anytime, anywhere, any day. Because I see YouTubers doing that corporal looking and being fake look. Gotta go. Alright, thank you, Aaron, so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying. Have a nice birthday, bro. I hope your birthday's really fun. Give me a bro fist. I used to do the bro fist all the time back in the day because I was a massive PewDiePie fan, back then. Back in the early days. But, nowadays, I don't. Not so much. But I get it. I get what you mean, Dachi, but there's definitely times where, yes, you can change, and it maybe change for the better, maybe change for the worse. I don't know. It all depends on you at the end of the day. It's all about how you take what you see and how you interpret the world as. That's what makes you change into a better or maybe a worser person. But anyways, back to what I was saying about, me doing YouTube and stuff, and why I think it's important for every single person to experience YouTube their own way. I feel like not everyone is going to understand the way I create YouTube. I've been creating videos by just being myself and just letting myself roar out with any idea and post it. Not everyone's going to work like that. Some people want their first YouTube video to be perfect. Some people want their fifth video to be perfect. And I know a lot of the other YouTubers on the platform are probably going to tell me otherwise or tell you otherwise, like, don't listen to this guy. He's not giving you factual information on YouTube or whatever. But I would honestly say, sure, you have a point in being, analytical and caring about the analytics and caring about all that other sort of stuff. but I feel like it's most important when you want to become a YouTuber is obviously not lose yourself like Dachi said and be your true self right out the gate. So that way you don't have to fucking fake your reactions to stuff. You don't have to fucking fake who you are. You're already you. So it's like, and people will love that about you, that you're being you. You're not being fake. And if they only know the fake persona of you, they're going to love that fake persona they grew up with instead of the actual you. So it's way better to just be yourself on the platform than be some other guy, you know. Just be some random persona you make up or whatever the fuck. Just be yourself and roll with it. Definitely. I definitely agree with that. But back to what I was saying, I feel like it's very important, like I said, especially since I've been doing it for 11 years. Figure YouTube out yourself. You know, not only do research, but also make those mistakes. Like, have no audio in your video one time. Have no visual look on your camera. Make it look like you come from 2006. You know, go through all the small little problems with your videos and stuff. YouTube is a process. You know, I didn't master, or I didn't, you know, immediately come out the door the way I am right now on YouTube. You know, it took a lot of time to even be able to talk to a camera. You know how long it took me to talk live on stream? It took me a very long time to learn how to talk live on stream. You know, it took me a long time. It took me a long time how to do a regular video, you know. It took me a long time to learn how to do that stuff, you know. Stuff takes time, and obviously because of my passion, you know, I kept doing it, and now we're here, you know. For me, I'm being myself with people on videos like games, but doing YouTube in 2025 for me, I would never do it because it's no longer where you can be yourself. I would argue against that because I would say my channel is a perfect example. I am myself at all times, and, you know, people are subscribing, people are liking, people are seeing that. But obviously it's nowhere near as much as, you know, somebody else where it's like, you got, I don't know, I can't name channels off the top of my head, but you got new gen channels where they're always doing the new stuff, the new twists and turns, and always fighting or, you know, going up against trends or whatever. You know, like, that's cool. You know? But for me, I feel like you still can be yourself on YouTube. It's just, a lot of people choose not to do that because a lot more people see YouTube as a job thing now than more of a passion or a side thing or just something you would like to do in your spare time. More people like seeing it as a job. That's why I've never seen YouTube as a job, even though I've been personally paid for by it. Oh, and you know what? Another thing I would tell my past self is, sure, we don't make hundreds of bucks, but it's fucking cool when you make your first check from YouTube. It was one of the coolest experiences. If I stopped doing YouTube, you know, in between those 11 years, which I know I have because I've been through a lot of shit, we would have never gotten our first pay. We would never have experienced our first paycheck, our first YouTube paycheck. I wouldn't be able to sit here telling you guys about some of this shit right now if I actually just genuinely stopped doing what I love to do the most, you know, here. I mean, everyone around me knows, like, this is my favorite thing to do. This is, like, the thing Alex is known for doing, is creating YouTube streams or YouTube videos or whatever, on whatever he likes to do in his little space, in his little room he got going on here. He loves doing that stuff. You know, it's my YouTube experience, you know, what made me, what drew me into video games. YouTube, you know. Excuse me. Like seeing different YouTubers play those said games and have those said experiences made me want to play those said games and have those said experiences with my group of friends and stuff. You know. But yeah, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's like there's so much I would love to tell my past self, and there's so many things I would like to improve on, but like, you know, some things I'm just not ready for. Like, for example, doing things. I like the point you said earlier where I saw your channel, and yes, bro, you have worked hard on YouTube and grinded to the core. YouTube gave you your first pay. Yeah, because it's not that I kept wanting to do YouTube just for the pay, right? But it's like, I grinded, I worked for that. I know it's not through, crazy long edited videos or whatever, but it's more like the dedication to getting to that point and going beyond that point, is what's crazy about it. And yeah, work, as in like how many hours I put into each stream or video. And there are times where I have worked hard on videos, spend 20 minutes editing, 30 minutes editing, over an hour editing something. If it was a regular video on like, this channel, which I don't have a lot of regular videos on the channel. I know, right? Crazy, but because I like streaming more than I do making regular content now, because I feel like the more it's way more interactive when I stream than I do make a regular video. Don't get me wrong, I love reading comments and stuff. I love doing that, but I'd rather read comments that are coming through live feed, where people are just genuinely sitting here, spending time watching me, having a genuine conversation with me, than through a YouTube video where I'm sitting there in a void, with just a recording on, playing a video game. I'd much rather do that with, somebody streaming it with me. Like, for example, like my brother Louis. I mean, Louis's been on this channel for, over 11 years. He's been in my videos since the beginning. I wonder what younger Louis would ask me, like, have you gotten better or something? I always have those questions, but mainly, little me. I would love to see how younger me would respond to how many people I know in the modern day, or how I reacted to some of those situations. I would love just to see, like, what he would think. Would he, like, kick it with what he has now, or would he be disappointed? Those are things I think about, but I also tend not to think about that, or I think about it, but I don't, like, perseverate on it. I don't, like, sit on that thought for like thousands of years, I think about it every now and again, and then like the thought vanishes, because it's like, this is how I think about it now, right? In terms of like, what would my past self think? My past self would be proud, and that's all I need to know, and that's all I need to know to keep going. Especially my past self would be proud that I've made so many friends. I've actually stuck to something, because again, throughout most of my life, I wouldn't stick to a whole lot of things other than like maybe playing with my toys, something I could understand. And I would say YouTube is probably one of the first things I barely understood. Like, I went out of my way to understand. Truly understands like some of the in and outs of the platform. Sure, I may not have met a lot of popular people along the way, but because of me doing this, this thing, and learning from my experiences on the platform, like, losing entire accounts because I don't remember the email or the password. Now my brain remembers that, that email and password in the back of my mind, like no tomorrow, because I either type it out so much, or I made it a memory to never forget an email and password I have ever again, when I went through that. I went through that, that was a part of my YouTube journey, losing the Albuscus Pansar channel. That shit hit me like a truck, losing that. I know your friends you knew in the past that don't do YouTube anymore. Any advice you have to give them? To them, I would say that, because, what? Like, to, Nick and, I would say, like, Devin, and other people that have done YouTube in the past because of me, because I didn't, like, tell them to do it. They just wanted to do it because they saw how much I was loving it, and they wanted to follow suit, and they wanted to have their own experience. Look, this is something I am going to say for any YouTuber. YouTube is different for each and every single person who watches it or who even creates for it. like me, for example, I'm extremely passionate about the platform in terms of creating my own stuff, showing it to the world, and even entertaining lots of people in the process. I love that entire process. That's why I do it all the time. I do it all the time, every day. Every day of the year I get on and stream because I just love that idea that I am doing that for people. I am helping people in the way that I would like, you know. Sure, I may not go into Discord and DM you a lot, but I'm here creating stupid, funny things for your entertainment, for you to laugh, for you to have a better day, a better future. That, or, you know, or a better pastime. You know, how would you spend your time? You watch an Arekkusu TM video and you think it's funny, you subscribe, you like, and you want to see more of it, right? That's what I'm here to do. But I'm also I'm also here to, you know, if you have problems, if you have issues, if you have something you want to talk about, I would love to talk about it with you in a vlog or something that I'm sitting here doing. Like, you can express yourself. Like, I encourage everyone that is subscribed or everyone who watches me on a regular basis, be yourself here, or even in my Discord, be yourself. Be your honest to God, true self, because, you know, there's no point in putting on a mask. I've learned that, you know, through doing YouTube, not through my experiences, but through other people's experiences, and how that's hurt me. Them saying that their videos were faked and staged and stuff, and how much that affected me. That fucked me up on some YouTubers, like especially PewDiePie and stuff, when he said, oh yeah, my videos, they were fake, they were staged, that my whole personality in those videos were faked and staged for money. And I'm like, that hurts. That hurts a lot, because I thought you were being real with your shit in your videos, but you weren't. Obviously now he is. He's way more real than he's ever been previously, but it's like, that still hurt me a lot. So it's like, be careful of what you want to choose to, you know, do on YouTube. But back to what I was saying, right, before I got a little bit off topic, it's true. Doing YouTube in a different way, right, for everybody is very different. You know, like me, I already explained my example. For someone like, let's use Louis, for example. Louis isn't really a content creator. He loves watching people make content on things that he likes to watch. So he's obviously going to be more of a viewer than a creator for the platform. And even if he does create something, it's going to be something completely different from me. It's going to be something that he would like to do, or something that his mindset is capable of coming up with on YouTube. Or, for example, like, you know, like I said, Nick. You know, Nick has such a different mindset when it comes to creating something. What he's going to create is something that he wanted to do, something that I would not do, or something that I've done before but haven't done in a long time by that point. YouTube is completely different for those. YouTube is going to be completely different for those who want to pursue it. It isn't going to be the same for each and every single individual. Not to bring up Lump King up. He did anime and reviews, and he grew up, and now he does music. I'm happy for him. Yeah, Lump King's a great example of that, too. Like, he used to do what I do, you know, but, like, more in a way less, you know, out there, crazy, beyond belief style. He would do a more... He would be, like, out there, but he'd be, like, a little bit more professional than I was. I would argue a lot more people were more professional at YouTube than I was. I was one of the people that just was pure passion, not, like, professionalism. I would be one of the least professional people when it comes to YouTube that you've probably ever met. You know, up to that point. If you have met me during my YouTube journey and stuff, you would see that, yes, I do know the ins and outs, but I choose not to really go batshit crazy over them. I would rather just talk about the moment that we're in, or just being happy in general about what's going on in the moment. That's what I would rather care about than what other people do and stuff, or what other people want to, like, talk about, like, hey, how much money you make, or hey, what's the next video and thumbnail you want to do. It's like, dude, I don't know what my next video is going to be. It's all up in here, you know? Like, if I'm feeling like I am right now, I'm making my experience on it. Hey, it's been 11 years on YouTube. Let me see if any of my thoughts have changed on creating stuff, you know? I didn't think about doing this like 20 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. I know it's 44 minutes, you know, of me doing this now, but you get my point. I didn't think of this, you know, more than an hour ago. I didn't think about doing it then. It's all based on what's happening right now, which a lot of people tend to forget. A lot of people love... that's another thing that bothers me about YouTubers, is they're so addicted to their analytics. And I used to be this way too. I used to be addicted to looking at my views, how many subscribers I gained from that video. And this is my perspective on this. Take this with a grain of salt. Like I said, everyone's going to take it differently. But just don't worry about how many subscribers you gain from a video. Don't worry about how many views it has. Just do it because you love it. Because if you do it for a different reason other than that, it will burn you out, it will drain you out, and it will feel not as fun if you're worrying about all these little things YouTube wants you to worry about. Throw that shit all in the bin, do it because you love it, and see where it goes. Yo, what I miss? Game Master, you missed a lot. I was just talking about, like, my past and how I've been doing this for 11 years now. It still blows my mind that 11 years I spent, you know, creating YouTube videos and doing YouTube videos and just beating myself on the platform for those 11 years. And the only thing that's really changed, I mean, obviously content style has changed. There has been a lot of stuff I added over the time that I've been doing YouTube, but at the same time, you know, some stuff sticks. Like Luigi's Wacky Adventures, that's something from the old days that's just stuck, you know, that's come back and like stuck, and all the plush videos and all that other sort of stuff. I love doing all that other sort of stuff. I love it. I love doing it at times. It's so much fun. Oh, okay, well, I'm probably gonna stream PS5 gameplay at Multiverse. I'm thinking about it though. Yeah, Multiverse it's a pretty solid game. Too bad it is shutting down though. But yeah, guys, that's like my honest to God experience, you know, with YouTube for 11 years. Obviously, I'm still learning a lot of things, but I feel like, you know, I've changed so much as like a person as, you know, the 11 years have gone by, you know. I'm not worried about, you know, YouTube analytics or views on videos, whatever views it gets. I'm not really worried about, like, I mean, it'd be awesome, you know, reaching new milestones. That's always awesome, but it's not like I'm, you know, going to sleep, like, losing sleep over, I just lost 1 subscriber, or 2 subscribers, or 3 subscribers, or somebody doesn't like me, you know, and I'm like, that's fine, you know. I hope you find somebody that you think that's more enjoyable for you, you know. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm changing, and I feel like a good thing for some of you guys to do is change something about yourselves. Maybe every day, maybe every other day. I'm trying to think of a good way of saying this, but, you know, change something about yourself, you know? So you can look back on something you made previously before you even had that thought process and be like, I can see why I made it, you know, made that video then, but wow, I'm so different from how I was then to, you know, now. So that way I can, like, think differently and have a new mindset, a new perspective, a new something to give myself instead of being, like, stagnant. Because the moment you go stagnant in life, the moment it's going to become really hard for you to really climb yourself out of that stagnation. So really find something about yourself that you would like to change and work on that. That's what I would say to do. But anyways, guys, I've been on this stream for a long time. I'm thinking about doing something else now. 11 years on the platform. Well, I hope to 11 more years on the platform, you know, by just being myself, doing the same thing. Maybe, you know what? Maybe sometime soon, right? Maybe sometime soon I will, like, upgrade my equipment and actually get, like, big old cameras, big old setups, like PC setups, something maybe one day. I don't know. Maybe one day. We could look forward to that. I have a question for you. Any advice for YouTubers to stop catching trends? Okay. You know what? This is a great question. The thing is about YouTube, right? Is it is important to go after something that is trending, but if that's all you do, then your channel is not going to last. People will remember you for that trend, yes, but they won't remember you for anything beyond that. So what I would recommend you do is you follow trends, but you follow the ones that you like, and then once that trend ends, you backtrack to what you've been doing before that trend. So that way people have like some type of spot to recognize you on other than that trend. Like, hey, you did anime reviews before you started doing this brand new anime thing, like going to cons and conventions. Bro, let's get another review sometime since there's no con right now. That's a trend or something, right? Okay, I'll go back to anime reviews. I kind of want to make a fan game for the channel, but I don't own a PC. That's fair. Also, this... What? Message retracted? Oh, Dachi deleted his message more. Also, I saw little Morgana as your profile picture. Morgana is pretty cool from Persona 5. Yeah. But, that's my advice for, YouTubers who chase trends. It's cool that you chase trends, but you gotta make sure you do stuff, you know, outside of those trends so people can have something to look forward to whenever you post something or whenever you know, do something that's really cool or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's just what I think. That's just my thought process on all that, you know, because I would chase trends sometimes, but, you know, I would also have something that, you know, you would usually look forward to when you watch this page and stuff. But anyways, I digress. Let me end this video. I don't know, I kind of want to do something. I kind of want to do a new Luigi's Wacky Adventures. For some reason, it just popped in my head like an idea, you know, for one. I gotta look that up real quick. Let me look up my latest Luigi's Wacky Adventures, because I remember Ronnie and Louie were like, yo, can we get another one? And I'm like, okay, but keep this in mind, you know. I try my best not to spam a lot of these, you know. Like, episode 9 was therapy, and then we had another episode which was, you know, Lulu and Luigi hanging out a lot, and, you know, Santa doing some BS or whatever. But anyways, on topic to the video. I used to hate Fortnite, but I gave it a try, and it's an okay game. And it can be fun with friends, and sometimes solos. Nah, bro. I would play Fortnite again if it wasn't so many gigabytes. I'm gonna go ahead and go live. I'll stay in stream, though. Got you. Hey, Game Master, I hope you have fun with that stream on Multiverses, and I hope a lot of people come by and stop by and say what's good. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share the video to your friends. I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. And I think I'm going to go make part 11 of Luigi's Wacky Adventures. So if you want to see that or be a part of that, you're always welcome. Anyways, peace. We're going to do a lot of streams today, I feel like.